it's the next day. I've tried to stand in front of a white wall because I think it's this green wall that's making me look really red, because I just put the camera on me when I was sat over there and I was red. So yeah, anyway, I'm just having a bit of food and then I'm going to head out into Gdansk properly for the first time. Also, I got a message from my cousin suggesting I go to Mainkin restaurant, so I'm like, okay. I had a look and it seems to be mostly like pancakes and stuff, mostly sweet, but there's a little bit of savoury there, so I don't know. When I'm in there, after I've been to the Amber Museum, we'll see whether I'll get sweet and savoury from there or just sweet. I got a bit of money out because I have a coin of Norwegian krona and a coin of euro, so I want a coin of Polish zloty as well, just because I think it's cool. I'm back home. I will do a full wrap up in a bit. I'm gonna go out and do my daily walk on the beach, because why wouldn't I? I've got a beach. Let me go walk on it. First of all, random musings. What is with the lack of toilet roll everywhere? Amber Museum. No toilet roll in either of the toilets. Luckily they had hand towel, like toilet rolly things. You know, hand towels, they're not actually towels, but they're just pieces of paper. They had them, so that was fine. Just in that mannequin, whatever it's called, went to the toilet, no toilet roll again. So what is with this lack of toilet roll in Poland? I might have to take some out tomorrow just in case I need to go to the loo anywhere, because there won't be any. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the toilet and then I'm gonna go and have a little stroll on the beach, of course. So I had a really lovely walk down the beach. There was quite a few people out considering it was dark, but it was nice. Just kicking about in the shallows, saw several jellyfish, kicked a few back in the water. So yeah, it was a good time. But I'm gonna move from here because I need to fill you in about what's happened today and I can't be asked to hold this, so I need to go and, let me just put it on the thing. Let's walk through here into the horrible room again. The horrible room of red. Sat on the floor again in my favourite spot. This is just chill. So yeah, today was a nice day. I obviously went to the Amber Museum. You would have seen a bunch of clips from there. It was really cool. I liked how, just first of all, the building itself. It's in an old mill that's been around for like loads and loads of centuries. And then it caught fire at one point in like the 13th century, and then it was rebuilt again. And then obviously World War II, it got all blown up and stuff. And then it was rebuilt again, but now it has the Amber Museum inside and it's really cool. As you would have seen from videos, clips, whatever, the aesthetics in there, it's all black and like so shiny that it's kind of trippy when you're walking about, because everything on the ceiling and in cabinets and stuff is reflected on the floor, so it just feels really weird when you're in there. But it looks really cool and I really liked the whole vibe of the place. Each level had a different thing. So one level, it was all about just amber, what is amber, showing you it in its raw form. And then like the top level, it was all jewelry and pieces that have been created by it. There was also a little bit about ancient history back in the day, like BC and then like Vikings and stuff, and Egyptians, all sorts of places where they used amber, because it's really nice and it's really easy to get a hold of, I guess. I mean, I've got some just from walking on the beach. Oh, and also I didn't even mention the coolest level, the level that's got all like the stuff in it. You would have seen a clip. There was one that had a little lizard in, and there was one that had a bird-eating spider or a jumping spider inside the amber. And yeah, it looked really cool. And the most recent amber now is like 2.5 million years ago. But yeah, it was really cool. I learned some stuff, I looked at some cool stuff, I enjoyed the whole time, the vibe. And then I had a little walk in Gdansk, the main bit. Not a lot of a walk though. I went to get the money out, as you saw, because like I mentioned, I have a coin from Norway, Norwegian krone, I have euro, and I wanted the Polish zloty as well, because it's cool to have like one of each. So when I came back from there, I had a little look in a shop that had like touristy stuff, but it was cool because it wasn't like just the blatant touristy stuff. There was just random things there as well. There was like posters of films and stuff, really weird socks and stuff. It was random, but it was cool. I grabbed a couple of things. I got this little notebook, because who doesn't want a notebook? I like notebooks. It's got plain paper in, so it can be writing or drawing or whatever, but I thought that was cute. And then I got this coaster for my mum, because I thought about getting, you see, look, the lighting was normal then when I had this white thing up. Yeah, I was thinking about getting her a magnet, but then I know she gets magnets from places that she goes to, and I don't know if it's the same vibe as me and postcards, because I get a postcard whenever I go to a new place, even like museums and stuff in England or places, just because it's a nice little memory. So I don't like to get postcards from people that have gone to a place. And I didn't know if she was the same with magnets, so that's why I got a coaster, and also a lighter, because she does a smoke. But I just thought that was quite cute. It's thin and different, and yeah. So yeah, after that I went to the mannequin, the food place that my cousin randomly messaged me this morning about, and I was like, well, I'm going into Gdansk, so okay. It was an hour and a half away, so I thought, I'll have a nice little walk, it's fine. And like quarter of an hour into the walk, I thought, I don't want to walk an hour and a half. It would have been different if it was like within the main city and seeing cool stuff, but it was just like down a main road the whole way, and I was like, this is boring, I'm not seeing anything. I was wasting an hour and a half of my time. So then I hopped on a tram instead, and I went there, and there was a queue outside, but it went down pretty quickly. I got in there. I did have to wait for like half an hour before I could get food, but it was fine. I just went on social media. You can kill time like that. 10 seconds went by. It was actually like 45 minutes, but I was on Twitter. So, and yeah, I had the nice food. I got the soup, and yeah, it was nice. I don't know what flavour it was, but it was like soup with a Z. Can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but this soup, and it had egg and sausage in it, and it was inside the bread, and it was really nice. And this place also is famous for just doing pancakes, of savoury and sweet pancakes, but I wasn't in the mood for trying any of the savoury ones, because pretty much every single one of them has cheese on it, and I was like, I can't bother. Even though I can just ask for it without, it's like defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? But I'd seen pictures online of the soup inside the bread, and I thought that looked cool. So yeah, and then I was really full, so I didn't even have any of the sweet one. So I'll have to go again at some point in my life and try their pancakes, because apparently they're the best. So yeah, that's pretty much me. It's quite early still. I think it's maybe like 8:30, 9 o'clock, which means I've got several hours to just chill. Obviously I'll do my words, what are they? My journal page for today. Hey guys, it's the next day. I randomly found this show on Amazon Prime called Prisma, and I really enjoyed it, and I watched 6 episodes, and it was in Italian, so I couldn't just kind of watch it in the background because I had to watch the subtitles, but it was really good. It's about these twins and just high school stuff going on. One of them is playing around with his gender identity. He likes feminine stuff, and then he's like, if I like dressing feminine, does it mean I have to like boys? Does it mean all this stuff? It's really good anyway. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I didn't really do much art, but today I'm going to the Westerplatte place. Is it just called Westerplatte? Westerplatte walkable ruin. So this is the place where the first bombs were set off to start World War II, which is going to be heavy, but also I think ruins are cool to look at, so I want to go and look there. So I'm going to go there, and then after that I want to go to this other animal place. I'm looking at all the animals this trip, and you get to go in there and get in the cage with the birds and stuff. I'm going to have to take out my piercings, I think, so I read the website and you can't have stuff like this or buckles or whatever, or hair down, because the birds will just like want to get them. So yeah, hopefully you'll see that soon. Because you have to leave your stuff everywhere, I'm not 100% sure on the rules of taking like my phone in there to take pictures or videos, so we shall see if we'll actually get anything about that. But yeah, just having some brekkie and then I shall be off. And you'll come with me, of course. I decided to go to the animal place first. Hopefully the sky will get a little bit more colour in it by the time I get to the Westerplatte, so the pictures won't look bad. Hi! Bye. Hello. Hi, hi. Oh, hello, little one. Hi. Yeah. Hello. Hello, little goatee. Yep, definitely a good choice. The sky has a bit more colour in it. The day looks nicer. And the pictures are going to look better when I go to the ruins. Also goats. There are a lot of people around, but I've managed to find a little spot. The juxtaposition between this building and then you zoom over there and it's just all light and trees and lovely. this guardhouse was moved so the harbour didn't destroy it. How random is that? We got a big concrete building, put it on some tracks, moved it a bit so it didn't get destroyed. Fair play. Just can't get over how stunning this is. Look at it. Look at it, and I'm in front of a barrier and I don't know how to get down. How far until I can experience this wonderful beach? Finally found the entrance. Woo! So I'm back at home. I went and got some food. I also nipped to the shop. Got a few more cheeky bags of these because they're so nice. I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab a few, take with me, take home. But more importantly, I went and got some food. I can't wait to eat this. So obviously I can't come to the seaside without eating some fish. I've not looked at this yet. I've got some garlic sauce here. Here we have the fish. And here we have some potatoes. Oh, I'm gonna dig 100% into this now. But it's about time I try the Pepsi mango. Let's give it a go. It's nice. It doesn't hit as hard as the mint in the mint one. The mango is a little bit more subtle, but it is very nice. So I'm gonna get back to my food. It's very nice. I don't think I've ever actually ate a fish that looks like a fish before. So that's cool. And I'm just watching my programme that I mentioned the other day, Prisma. Yeah, I got 2 episodes left, so chin chin and all that. So yes, it is time to wrap up this kind of last day, but I will be here until like, well, my flight leaves at 6:30 tomorrow, so I'll have to get to the airport at like 4 p.m. So I've got a bunch of time tomorrow, but I have to be out of here by 10, so I'm going to be carrying my case around. So yes, I went to this place. Hopefully you would have seen loads of fun videos with the birds and the lemurs and the meerkats. I just had my phone on me and I was trying to film stuff. I don't know how in focus stuff is because it was just going everywhere. So many pictures I took with like a parrot on my shoulder and it's blurry and the stuff in the background's focused because I didn't have another hand to focus because I had a pot of food, as you would have seen. It was so much fun. It was a really great time. It was less than £10 to get in there for several hours to have the little cup of food that was 5 zloty, which is like £1, to have the little food cup, which is definitely necessary because then all of the parrots want to come and be your friend. It was a great time. I really enjoyed it. I got this. Yes, it is another magnet. I've got one magnet already, but I had to get this one because it reminded me of this one guy. So there was this red parrot and it was just an absolute troll. It was on me and I was feeding him for a while and then he just kept pecking at my clothes. I've changed my top because it smelled like parrot. He was pecking at my clothes and then he grabbed the bottom of my t-shirt and was pulling my t-shirt up. Luckily I've got high-waisted jeans on because like my t-shirt was all the way up. I had to try and grab it off him, and as soon as I grabbed that out of his mouth, obviously he was stood on my arm, I grabbed that out of his mouth and then he went around here and started pulling my ponytail out. So yes, he was an absolute troll, which is why I had to get this to commemorate him because it was a fun time. But yeah, it was really great. I also think it was definitely a good plan to go there first and then go to the Westerplatte. It's probably not how you pronounce it. Polish is pronounced very differently to English, but yeah, I'm glad I went there first and then went to the Westerplatte place because the sky looked better and it just looked nicer. not everything's about how it looks, but obviously I want to get some cool photos and some cool videos of the place. But yeah, that was really interesting. I spent a few hours walking around there. I'm sure I took several videos. I'm not really interested in World War I or II as a thing, but I do find individual stories or individual things or events or stuff that happens interesting because I like learning about stuff. So it was interesting to learn about, to go around, see all the different barracks. There was a bit blocked off. I had a photo, I'll put it here, that's like war graves, and it was blocked off and it said that they were making some changes to it. And in my head I was like, making changes to graves? That's a bit weird. But then on one of the signs it said that the bodies of these Polish soldiers were only found in 2019. Like, this whole place has been open for a while and people have been walking up and down, going into the ruins that you can go into and that, and they didn't realise that 6, I think it was, or 9 maybe 9 graves were there of these Polish soldiers that died within the first few days of the Westerplatte being the first place that the Germans bombed in World War II. So I thought that was really interesting that even now, recently, they're finding new stuff. And even there was quite a few places blocked off and there was like digging going on. You could see the foundations of certain new things that they probably dug up and found. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, a good day was had all in all. Oh, also I got this also from that place, even though I've already got one notebook, but this one's lined and the other one's plain paper, and it was just cute, so I've got 2 little notebooks. Also, I was thinking about going to that waffle place that I've mentioned so many times and still haven't gone to, which I definitely will tomorrow because it's my last day. I was thinking about going there and getting dessert, but then I was like, what if I get this fish food and I'm too full? As soon as I finished it, I was like, man, I could do with some dessert right now. But it was already closed, so yeah. I shouldn't have questioned myself. There's always space for dessert. It's a different stomach, isn't it? We all know that. I will see you tomorrow with the final leg of the trip. Also, it's funny how I brought 3 books and I still haven't even finished Hannibal yet. Normally, I have really early flights, so I have to come the night before and stay overnight in the train station, in the aeroplane station. What is it called? Airport. But this time, because my flight was later, I only got there a couple of hours early, so normally I have like 8 hours to read, and then I've just not read while I'm here. So yeah, I haven't even finished Hannibal yet, and I came with that already half read. Whoops, using space for no reason. But yeah, tomorrow I will have a bit of a wait. I think the flight gets in at 8 o'clock English time, and then my train home is at like 5 o'clock or 5:30 or something in the morning. So I've got several hours tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll make use of that time and actually read some of these books I've hauled along with me. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now, leave you to it, and see you in a second. So it's 8:20. I'm gonna have a last wander up the beach and then come back, grab some food, and then I'm out of here into Gdansk properly. Still got a few hours before I have to go to the airport, so have a proper wander. Last time I'm coming to my local beach. So I am back from my last foray to the beach. Here's an annoying thing though. I googled it and it said the waffle place was open. It said there was 2 open right next to each other, and I walked down there and both of them were closed, so I just wasted like 20 minutes, which means I only have half an hour before I have to get on out of here. So I need to just quickly eat some food, which is what I'm doing right now, and get gone. I did get a few more bits of Baltic amber to put in my pot, so at least it wasn't all a mess. Couldn't get a waffle from the place I wanted to, but I'm not going without, so here we are. I think I'm gonna die of chocolate overload. Got a hot chocolate as well. Look, so this side you've got ye olde England, and then you go across the bridge. You got like the most modern buildings ever. I'm now back home and I've had a nap. So yeah, my last day in Gdansk was really great. I just wandered around the city for ages. It was a fun time. I hadn't really seen any of it, to be honest. I saw a tiny bit when I went to the Amber Museum, but I thought all the buildings were cool, the Neptune statue was cool, all the cool stuff. Also, I remember earlier in the video I mentioned bringing the books and then not reading them. So I finished Hannibal on the aeroplane back to England, and then I read Hanny and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating whilst in the airport, and then I also read like 120 pages of The Smoke Thieves. So in the end it was a good idea to bring that many books, because it definitely passed the time, because I got back to England like half past 8, and then my train home was at 5:30 in the morning, so I spent all that time just reading pretty much in the airport. So it's good to have something to do. All in all, a very great trip. Really enjoyed it. I don't care for like beach holidays, because I like exploring cool stuff, but at the same time I really enjoyed being near a beach. I really enjoyed just the sound of the sea and the waves and the beach and all the good stuff. So yes. The last thing I need to do though is rub off Poland onto here with one zloty.